The vast area of northeastern Ontario, Canada, is known as the Rainbow Country near Greater Sudbury, the James Bay Frontier near Moose Factory in Cochrane, and the Almagua-Nipissing near North Bay. Hello, I'm Nancy Perlman. On this edition of Eco News, we are going to see polar bears in a heritage village, take a train to an old fur trading post, visit some First Nation people, the Cree, and have some adventures canoeing at an eco camp. Stay with us.
Hello, I'm Len Gillis from the James Bay Frontier Travel Association. I'm so glad to be here, and I'm glad that you've joined us. We're here in Cochrane, Ontario, which is just one of the cities in the fabulous James Bay Frontier. We're up in the northeastern part of the province of Ontario here in Canada, and we like to talk about all the great things that go on up here for tourists and visitors. We really promote our outdoor adventure and the fresh air that we have here, and we'd like you to come on up and enjoy it. I like to go out for walks in the bush, pick some berries, and this is a wintergreen berry, which I'm told has medicinal properties. If you got a headache, you eat the leaves. You don't eat the berry, you eat the leaves. But it's just one of the great things you learn about living up here in northeastern Ontario. This is a very, very common plant in northern Ontario. This is the fireweed, and it blooms all summer, blossoms all summer. The air is so clean and clear and fresh, and that's one of the things that we're so happy about here in James Bay Frontier. It's one of the great things we have to offer is fresh air. But there's a lot more. There's fabulous things to do, such as the Polar Bear Habitat and Conservation Center. There's the Polar Bear Express train ride. Everyone loves a train ride. We're here in northeastern Ontario, Canada, on Highway 144, at the midway point between two of the great mining centers in Canada. Sudbury, the great nickel mining capital, is about 150 miles that way. Timmins, another great gold mining community, is about 150 miles this way. What's kind of unique about where we are is a place called the Height of Land. And here we are on the other side of this landmark, and this shows that the Atlantic watershed is that way. So if I head south and stick my foot in the water there, it'd be the Atlantic Ocean, and all the rivers and lakes are heading that way. And if I run over here and dip my toe in here, it's the Arctic Ocean, because all the rivers and lakes are heading north and downhill toward the Arctic Ocean. We're here in Timmins, Ontario, the home of the Shania Twain Centre. Of course, Shania Twain, a well-known country music, pop singing sensation, was raised here in Timmins, and the early part of her music career began here in Timmins at local pubs and hotels where she sang as a teenager. And of course, the city responded, and we built this big Shania Twain Interpretive Center that's well known to Shania Twain fans all over the world. The train ride from Cochrane to Moosenee is known as the Polar Bear Express. Now that's just the summer train. That's the one that we put on for the tourists because that's such a popular excursion.
The train's ready to roll for a 4.5-hour trip on the Polar Bear Express to the edge of the Arctic. We better get on. Good morning. Okay.
Oh, very good.
For so many years, you've been bound for the bay in the land of the Cree to the Arctic's edge of Moosenee on the train. You've been going north. Yeah, bound for the bay in the land of the Cree to the Arctic's edge.
When you get there, well, you see pretty well one of the oldest English settlements in Canada, really. But of course, it's a lot more modern than you'd think it would be. It is an actual nice little town.
It's the train, it's taking you north. Found a piece of my heart in this land of snow. It's the train, you're heading north. If you're going north, it all begins here. Been that way for so many years. the train. You've been going on.
Hi.
So thank you for all joining in. If you guys want to, you guys are pretty close, which is good. You guys are going to be able to hear it, okay?
You've been going on. Moose River sunset make you feel home. Feel the spirit of the land. Feel it make you whole. It's the train. Everybody all aboard.
Hi.
Enjoying your trip?
Yeah, it's
Good.
great.
This is the head end. This is Wynn. This is Colette.
Hi.
Arctic's edge of Moosenee, it's the train. You've been going north, bound for the bay in the land of the Cree to the Arctic's edge Moose Factory. It's the train. You've been going north. You've been heading north. All aboard. It's making that sound. It's the motor that's pressing. She's leaving town. It's the train. You're heading north. People keep coming from near and far.
How long is it?
He's going to measure it right now. There's a counter on the engine. It tells you how many feet it is.
You're headed north. It'll all begin there. Been that way for so many years. You've been bound for the bay in the land of the Cree to the Arctic's edge of Moosenee on the train.
The edge of the Arctic. That's where we're going.
You've been going
All right.
north. Yeah, bound for the bay in the land of the Cree to the Arctic's edge Moose Factory. It's the train. You've been going north. Travel on the water gave way to steel. Crosses on the shore make the cost so real. It's the train, and it's taking you north. Yeah, I made my way here long ago.
We're at the mouth of the Moose River where it meets James Bay. If we continued, we'd get into Hudson Bay. Going back upriver, we'd reach many more rivers and thousands of miles of moose keg wetlands.
The land that we live here, most people come to visit us here don't get a true view of what the flora of the James Bay lowlands is. They sort of have the impression that we live in a giant forest, black spruce forest, but it's only along the riverbanks where the land is better drained do these trees grow up. Once you get back, sometimes there's a couple hundred meters back from this shoreline, we go right back into the muskeg. It's a term that the Cree use, muskegwak, for this large forest, a large bog area. It's quite immense for the province of Ontario. It covers roughly 25% of our land mass, and it's basically just a giant peat bog, and very little grows in it. The trees are very stunted, and it's just along the river.